Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Manchester United stream. In tonight's show, we are going to be talking about Ruben Amorim's outburst in the changing room after the Brighton game. I mean, this is wild. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I can't believe I've been hearing about this today. This is absolutely extraordinary news, honestly. I mean, wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. But big up to every single one of you who's live and locked in already this evening. Much appreciated. Gosh, we have a few in the live chat already, so I'll just say hello in a second. But while you are watching live, if you're new to my YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button? It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. I do plenty of Manchester United content. I talk about loads of different things as well, apart from football. And please subscribe as well to my Mr. Joshy J football channel and my Mr. Joshy J F1 channel. Links are in the description, also pinned on top of the live chat, and in the description is my channel membership. So if you wish to become a channel member today, you can find all the information pinned on top of the live chat. I have a level 1 and level 2 membership. If you would like to help fund the channel, you can find all the information pinned on top of the live chat. And if you're watching afterwards, it's in the description as well. But the information, what I've been hearing today is, oh my goodness me, this is extraordinary news, man. Honestly, I cannot believe this. So, yep, I'm just going to say hello to all my community. Here we go. Oh, wow, blimey. The live chat is busy tonight already. Big up to you, Downnight 14. I don't want Garnacho and Chelsea because he is shit. And most importantly, signing, we need to recall a midfielder for Chelsea. I agree with that. What do you think seeing Lewis in his red striker suits on Twitter? And does he look good in it? Oh, mate, he looks absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. I'm still fuming from the Brighton game. Big up to you, Ratterstocks. Yeah. Big up Mr. Joshua J in the chat. Big up to you, Negotiates Football Politics, Starmer out. Big up to you, mate. I'm going to protest tomorrow lunchtime near Westminster. Oh, good luck with that. Rant, here we go. Another stream from Mr. Joshy J for Manchester United this season. Well, it's not really a rant. It's more like a reaction, really. Trump landed his minerals yesterday in his speech. Yeah, he did. Downnight 14, big up. I was on Paul's Trump's live stream last week with 2.6k watching time. Wow, that's wild, mate. You can have Garnacho for 75 million. If Havertz was worth 65 million, then Garnacho is definitely worth 75 million at Downnight 14. You can have him. Garnacho's crap. We don't want him. I don't want him, Kai. You can keep your Deadwood. The only good thing he did was his bicycle kick versus Accrington. True, that seems quite a long time ago now. When are you going to video on your F1 channel? It's coming soon, but I have posted on the community tab post, a couple of Lewis Hamilton pictures and that on my F1 channel. Great match vlog as well on your football channel, by the way, Mr. Josh CJ. Cheers. Unfortunately, Chippenham Town lost again tonight at home to... Who's it? Worthing. That's it. Worthing Town. Bloody lost. 3-2 at Daniel. I have Lewis as my home screen in his red overalls. Nice guy. Nice one, mate. Amazing. But big up to every single one of you. Wow. I can't get over how many of you are in the live chat already. You are keen for a Mr. Joshy J stream tonight. You really are. But This is what makes our community great, honestly. It's absolutely amazing. You know, without you guys, there's no way I'll carry on doing this sort of stuff. So, yeah, you're all legends, honestly. I love every single one of you guys. You lands the damn minerals, you really do. Yeah, so, right. It was reported that Ruben Amorim has apparently smashed up a TV in the dressing room. Also, he had to go, the players as well. I mean, no matter what way you look at it, I mean, smashing up a TV, wow, insane. He must have been absolutely seething. But let's have a look. Let's read some more information on it. Why is not Smalling in that picture of Lewis in red? I thought I might been a drone flying above Fulham Broadway yesterday going to the bridge. Yeah, you might have seen a drone. No, I don't think they did one, did they? Right. Let's go. Let's read up more on this because this is crazy. I want to find out more information about it. Ruben Amorim dressing room bust up. Here we go. Let's type in on Google. See what it says. Let's read the statement from the Daily Mail, or some people like to say the Daily Mail. I heard we might be seeing Lewis and Jonathan Ferrari tomorrow at Hong Kong on Sky. Yes, they are showing that on Sky. Here we go. Ruben Amorim smashed a TV in furious dressing room rants. I'll come back to chat in a minute, guys. I need to read this. This is absolutely insane stuff. I mean, this is something I've not heard of in a very long time happening. Ruben Amorim smashed TV in furious dressing room rant and Man United stars after another defeat at home against Brighton. Ruben Amorim damaged a TV screen in the Manchester United dressing room during a furious rant at his players after Sunday's defeat by Brighton. United's head coach is understood to have lost his temper as he launched a post-match inquest at Old Trafford and calls the damage by accident. Afterwards, United players were struck by how sad and deflated Amorim appeared after a second defeat in 15 games left him at his lowest ebb since arriving from Swords in Lisbon in November. They are said to still be behind Amorim, but concerns that he's running out of energy to turn United's season around. I mean, put it this way, if he's not going to get back, so I could possibly see him walking away. I really could, but I hope and pray that doesn't happen because we got to give him a chance, man, honestly. The 39-year-old left the dressing room for his post-match press conference where he described his team as the worst maybe in the history of Manchester United. Now, we will get onto that a bit later to see how this team prepares the one who got relegated in 1970s. Amorim was clearly irated by his players' lack of tactical discipline and warned everybody was changing position, and that is something I will not see again. Yeah, fuck off. I don't want to go on that article. Just bloody accidentally clicks on it. Fuck's sake. Trigger happy or what? Dear me. Right, which bit are we at? Yeah, there we go. Right, we're back on track now. Amorim said, I'm saying that because we have to acknowledge that and have to change it. Here you go, your headlines. It's unacceptable to lose so many games for any Premier League club. So imagine Manchester United nowhere near sustainable for the standards of this football club. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Nowhere near sustainable. In 10 games in the Premier League, we won 2. I know that. Imagine what this is for a United fan. Imagine what this is for me. We are getting a new coach who is losing more than the last coach. I have full knowledge of that. Amorim warns that the worst may be yet to come because he will not change his tactics. I knew it was going to be hard to put a completely new idea in the moment, but when you lose games, it becomes really hard, he added. So that's why I'm telling you we are going to suffer because I will continue doing the same. I'm not going to change no matter what. I mean, to implicate a new system is going to take a while for the players to gel and settle in, but they should be settled in by now. There are, excuse me, no excuses. He's been here since November, so the players should be used to Ruben Amorim's style play now. Amorim also criticised his players for losing discipline and shape towards the end of the game. Yeah, there's rumours that, you know, number 8 was playing out of position. Mainu was moving to a different position. I mean, if that's the case, then that's nowhere near sustainable. You should stay in the same position. If the manager wants you to play in that position, you should just suck it up and get on with it. Everybody was changing position, and that is something I will not see again. We can lose, but we have to maintain position, he said. We try to have possession and control the ball, but the players are anxious. This is not acceptable. I know we can succeed, but we need to survive this moment. I am not naive. We need to survive now. United have now lost 6 of their 12 league home games, which is their worst record in 131 years. Fucking heck, man. They last such an nadir in the 1893-94 campaign when the club was known as Newton Heath. So this has never happened before under the name Manchester United. Wow, unbelievable. Because obviously Newton Heath was the original name for the football club. It was also their 4th loss in their last 5 games at Old Trafford, and they could well have lost all those games if Amad Diallo hadn't produced a late hat-trick against Southampton. We would have done if it wasn't for him. We would have lost that game as well, 100%. Pundits and questions whether Amorim's candid public comments are helpful or detrimental for motivating the squad. Speaking on Sky Sports Monday night, Jamie Carragher said, I think it was one of the most bizarre and ridiculous things I've ever heard a manager say. Why you would make a comment like that? I mean, I find that interesting. An ex-Liverpool player saying that he finds it bizarre, but would he say the same if Jurgen Klopp or Arne Slot said the same thing? Probably not. He'll probably defend them like anything. Let's get it right. Why don't you focus on your own club, mate? Seriously. That's the type of comment a pundit would make, and he has to defend that. I don't know what he gains from that, what the benefits is. We all know it's a poor Manchester United team. That I can agree with you. It is a poor Manchester United team. He's just blew something up, quote, that will follow him for the rest of the season. He said to the journalist there, I've given you your headline. Why you would want to do that as a manager, I will never know. I've got not much sympathy for the players in that Manchester United dressing room. Well, again, I agree with you on that. They've been a joke for a few years now. Thanks. You know, absolute shit. Have a sip of my decaffeinated tea. Lovely. I made that perfectly because that tastes like a normal Yorkshire tea, that decaffeinated one. few weeks ago, after they played Liverpool, there was an interview with Lissandro Martinez where he was talking about the mentality and tapping his head. I never burst out laughing when I saw that, to be honest. The amount of times Manchester United have basically threw the towel in with bad performances over the past 4 or 5 years. Again, I agree with you on that one. From the manager's point of view, how can he go into the dressing room between now and the end of the season and continue build them up and give them belief if he said they're one of the worst teams in Manchester United's history? But he's not lying. It's 100% factual information. This is literally the worst Manchester United team I've seen in my life. I'll be very surprised if the powers that be above him aren't having strong words with him. You can't speak like that manager of Manchester United. You don't pour petrol on flames. I mean, wow, this is wild stuff, honestly. But it's about time we had a manager who got some law and order into these players. They've been getting away with it for far too long now. Player power has been an absolute disgrace. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? An absolute disgrace. I mean, wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. And also, I heard some more reports today that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is cutting some more wages to the club legends, like who've been on what, 300,000 a year or something. Now, you can argue and say that is a lot of money, but why aren't we buying players that, he has the audacity to make all these cutbacks? I mean, what are we doing here? I don't understand the common logic behind it. I really don't. If it works out later on, then fair enough. I'll hold my hand up and said, right, he got it right. But to me, I just think he's an absolute fraud of an owner. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing. If anything, I think he is literally worse than the Glazers. Honestly, let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? I think Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos are worse than the Glazers. 100%. I never thought I'd be saying that as a football fan, but there you go. Realistically, they are worse than the Glazers. I mean, what have they done in these past 12 months or so? Nothing to set the world on fire whatsoever. Let's get the narrative right here, people. And until the Glazers and this Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos group go, it will carry on getting peak for us Manchester United fans. But just back, Sir Jim, Mr. Joshy J, is making cutbacks of the goods in the football club. I mean, look, I can understand wanting to make cutbacks, but he's messing around with people's livelihoods, which for me is nowhere near as sustainable at the end of the day. I will get back to the chat in a second, guys, but yeah, this Ruben Amorim stuff. I mean, if I was the manager, I absolutely tear them a new asshole, because what they've been doing for the last couple of years or so, it's been nothing short of a disgrace. Let's get it right here, people. And why should these players get away with it? We finally got a manager in who is absolutely ruthless. He goes, no, you are not doing that. I am the boss here. But the number one concern for me is that will the players just down tools and throw him under the bus like they've done with so many other managers? I mean, that's what could happen, but at least he's speaking the truth. Now, I find interesting that, rival fans think Ruben Amorim is saying it to lower the standards of the football club. In my personal opinion, he is saying it because he's speaking the truth, and I like that from a Manchester United manager. I really do. One who's not falling for any nonsense like, oh, trust the process, oh, back the process, this and that. No, he is holding the players accountable, and that's what we need right now. We need proper discipline at this football club. And seriously, if we are to be successful and get back to Sir Alex Ferguson days, this is what we need to do. the sooner a lot of these players fuck off, the better. It's like make a start now, get rid of 2 or 3, give Amorim some money to bring in a couple players now, and let's wait and see what his new players do. If they can make an impact, or are we still looking at the same story? If he brings in loads of players and the teams are underperforming, then maybe we can have a different conversation saying, right, maybe this manager is a bit out of his depth, but I am not judging him one bit, not until he signs his own players. That a lot of these players get out of this football club is when I'll start to judge him properly as a fan. But at the moment, I 100% fully behind him, and fuck the ownership, I say. It's as simple as that. I'm fully behind the manager, but the clowns upstairs get out. It's as simple as that in the end of the day. Mm, lovely. Right, let's get back to the chat now. Here we go. If the players can't perform, then get out. I don't blame Amorim for his anger. Are you getting Wood and Stones out tonight? This is not Ruben Amorim's fault. I agree, it's not. It absolutely is not his fault. If I was a Manchester United fan, I would blame the ownership, and this is not Ruben Amorim's fault. It's hard to support Newton Heath, 14th in the table. Amazon should make all or nothing at Manchester United, because I want to see what happens behind the scenes. I think that's the last thing we need right now, mate, is a documentary, to be honest. Only 13 days until deadline day and transfer window shut. Can't believe Spurs are 15th in the table, and I thought United were bad. Yeah, I know, Guy. Spursy Spurs. Yeah, tell me about it. Spurs and Manchester United are in the relegation battle. Thanks. Both of us are. Both of us have been shambolic this season. And it makes you wonder how much longer Tottenham are going to carry on backing Ange Postecoglou. I mean, surely he's going to have to go soon. But the thing is, Ange is too stubborn to change anything. He likes to play a high line, and I think that's what's going to cost him his job in the end of the day. I mean, let's get the narrative right here. I mean, I am absolutely flabbergasted with all this news, what is coming out about Ruben Amorim getting mad like this, but I don't blame him because, these players are frauds. They are an absolute disgrace at the end of the day. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right. I'm sick to the back teeth of it, honestly. It's sickening. Ange always wins something in his second year. Do you fuck? Yeah, true. He says, oh, I win something in my second year. But I can see them possibly losing to Liverpool in that second leg. Henry Talks Football rants on his video about he wants Ange out. I watched that, and yeah, makes me laugh that he's still doing Tottenham videos and he likes to keep gaslighting rivals. Keeps talking about rivals, this and that. It's like, nah, get out of here, man. What are we doing here? Seriously. Typical brown envelope. Honestly. Absolutely ridiculous. Wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable. But big ups to every single one of you live and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. If you're new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button? And please subscribe as well to my Mr. Joshua J football channel and F1 channel. Links are in the description. And also pinned on top of the live chat is the link to becoming a channel member if you wish to. But, Manchester United, this is literally the worst team I've ever seen in my life, honestly. It is absolutely crazy at the highest level. Wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, we better beat Rangers as well, Kai. We have to beat them. No excuses. Manchester United should focus on Europa League because I don't see you getting top four. No fucking chance, mate. We're not getting top four. No way. I mean, are we even going to finish in the top 10? This is the question you have to start asking yourself. Are Manchester United Football Club actually going to finish outside of the top 10? Oh, shut up. Sorry, that's my personal phone deciding to play the video. Apologies for that. But yeah, that's a question you've got to start to ask yourself. You know, why should we accept mediocrity? Because we won't. Well, I won't anyway. You know, others can carry on lowering the standards, all their brown envelopes and that, but I'll carry on raising them and I will carry on calling it out as well because we're unfiltered on this channel. We just say it how it is. You know, the brown envelopes, they can get in the bin. Seriously, get in the bin. How do you think Lewis will do in his first qualifying season? Hopefully, he will get into Q3, no problem. Our upcoming fixtures are all winnable, but you never know which United will lose to. Some random, real, like, Orlando Pirates. Yeah, more than likely, mate. We would lose to them at this rate, honestly. Crazy. Imagine that, Manchester United losing to... My phone messed up, sorry. Oh, that's okay. No problem. But just imagine that if we lost that game, how embarrassing would that be, you know, for the standards of Manchester United Football Club? I mean, that would just take the biscuit, wouldn't it? I mean, let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right. Wow, unbelievable. But, you know, big ups to every single one of you who's live and locked in this evening. You know, if you're new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button as I upload plenty of Manchester United contents. And please subscribe as well to my Mr. Joshua J football channel if you like non-Manchester United content, because on my football channel I talk about loads of different football teams at the end of the day. But yeah, you know, it's absolutely insane what is happening at Manchester United. You know, I never thought, you know, it could actually get this bad, but there you go, it has. But nothing shocks me anymore, to be honest, with this football club. He'll have to better than last season. That Mercedes car in qualifying was pretty bad. Yep. How much longer will you be lying for? Like, your streams never want them to stop. I mean, yeah, we're at the half an hour mark now, so yeah, we'll wait and see. You know, probably do another maybe half an hour or something. Call it a day when I get to the hour mark and find someone to redirect to who I like. See whoever's going live, who I like. Because I do like redirecting to other streams and that. No, because it gives an opportunity for them to watch it. You know, check out some new channels and that. But, you know, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Talk about game on Thursday. Yeah, I will do in a minute. I just want to read more about the Ruben Amorim interview. See what other fans have been saying. I will come back to chat in a minute, everyone. Ooh. Just finished my decaffeinated tea. Ooh. So nice. That's lovely. But yeah, let's read up some more on it. I mean, others may say that's going a bit too far, smashing the TV, but I'm sure the football club have got money to replace that TV. I mean, let's get the narrative right here. Who cares? Let the football club pay for it because it's the least they can do. Ruben Amorim dressing room. Here we go. I don't care what this is. What this account says. I don't care what Ruben Amorim did in the dressing room after the Brighton game. I'm 100% backing him over every single player. Step it up, point on the badge, or fuck off. Facts. Couldn't agree more with that account. This is what the United stand said on Twitter. Following the defeat to Brighton, Ruben Amorim unleashed a rage in the dressing room. Tables were flipped over, chairs, cakes, and every player was made aware. And they either shape up or fuck off. His temper was so bad, tears were shed, and the players were silent. Carry on crying, yeah? Because it's what you deserve. Because you absolutely underperformed. It's as simple as that. So carry on crying. I got no sympathy for you guys whatsoever in that dressing room. This is what Stratford Paddock said. Breaking Ruben Amorim calls damage to a big screen TV now sees dressing room after the Brighton defeat. He usually doesn't say words immediately after matches, but was furious on this occasion. A striking reaction from those on receiving end. Ruben Amorim unleashed a rage in the dressing room. Yeah, but they're all copy and pasting each other, really. It's what they do on Twitter. All these accounts copy and paste each other. Why? Here we go. Someone else has finally tweeted something different. Ruben Amorim went into that dressing room and told them they're the worst Manchester United team ever. Good. They need to hear that. I hope Ineos and the Glazers heard that too. Facts. 100%. I hope they fucking heard it as well. The inside of the dressing room on Sunday. Ruben definitely sent a few of them seats fucking flying. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos have been seen buying a new TV from the dressing room after Ruben Amorim smashed on. Look at that. Look at that small TV. Look. Oh, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. Ruben Amorim in the change room after Brighton defeat. Punching the punching bag. Oh, some of these memes are hilarious, honestly. Flipping egg, a meme of someone throwing tables. This is crazy. I fucking love the internet at times, I really do. I mean, it can be very jarring, sometimes very annoying, but on the odd occasion, you do get to have a bit of a laugh. And some of the memes on Twitter and that are absolutely hilarious. This is what, like, the newspaper said yesterday, a certain newspaper. Ruben goes radio rental. Ruben Amorim damaged a big screen TV in the home dressing room during a furious quick skew at the players following the loss to Brighton. I mean, this is just wow. Who ever thought a manager would do this? But if the players aren't going to fucking listen, it's the only way you can get the message through, isn't it? And, I'm sick and tired of players getting away with it. Like blue murder, week in, week out on this football club. About time we had a manager who goes, no, I'm in control here. Not you, motherfuckers. You're not in control. I am, and you will fucking listen to what I'm going to say at the end of the day. I mean, let's get it right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get the narrative right. But, yeah, crazy. Just, I want to listen to a couple of fans as well, see what they make of it, because it'd be interesting. Ruben Amorim dressing Room Outburst. Here we go. Let's listen to what United's People's TV has got to say. This Manchester United fan. Let's listen to him, shall we?
Up to here with Manchester United players over the years.
So, hi, mate. I've had enough with Manchester United players. I completely agree with you, United's People's TV. I'm sick and tired of it, man.
Ruben Amorim has reached that point already. This is a man who has built a managerial career from remaining composed and calm. Even after the game, I'll wait till the next day before I give my assessment on it. Not after the Brighton game. And I want to speak through the Athletics article, which reveals the details about this dressing room bust-up, effectively, that happened after Brighton. I'm going to explain what I think the good things about it are and the bad, because they're definitely both. Let's run through the details of what actually happened. Ruben Amorim caused damage to the big screen TV in United's dressing room during a furious critique of his players' performance after the Brighton game. The United head coach unleashed his emotions after witnessing the 7th defeat in 15 games, fiercely voicing his displeasure at his team and showing his frustrations physically. Multiple sources speaking, anonymously, have told the Athletic that the TV will used to go through the tactics was caught as collateral. Of course, everyone's going to be getting hairdryer reactions to this. Amorim's reaction was striking to those on the receiving end who have experienced angry managers before, but even more pronounced on this occasion because he usually does not say a word in the immediate aftermath of matches, as I just said there. As he has done his whole career, Amorim prefers to stay silent after the final whistle and instead go through analysis in the next day in a more sober fashion, but not after the Brighton game. And if you want to look at this from a good perspective, they're getting the hairdryer treatment. The players aren't getting away with it anymore. They're getting
facts like it's Sir Alex Ferguson. He used to give them the hairdryer treatment. So this is literally Ruben Amorim's own version of it, giving them the hairdryer treatment. Fucking love it.
The Fergie treatment, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
I'll be totally honest. I can't look at this mainly from a positive perspective. I'm looking at this and seeing a manager who has built his whole career on not letting the emotions get control of him in situations where he otherwise would be in control. And that's what he lost. That's these players affecting Amorim to the point where that's why that comment after the game felt like a moment. I knew it did, because it was clearly, because it was a moment where Amorim has gone, you know what? Screw you, man. I've been working my ass off on this training ground. I've spoken to you. I put everything in. That's the performance you're going to do? That's what you're going to show me? Nah, I'm not taking that anymore. The reason he has done it is to try and get a reaction. But realistically, part of that is because he's lost control of it.
Yeah, he has lost control because these players do not care. So Ruben Amorim is trying to restore some law and order into this team, into these set of absolute clowns of players out on that pitch. I only care about the ones who are trying right now, and that's Ahmad. Delict's doing well, Mashari's doing well. Sirski is slowly starting to settle in now, but the rest of you, fuck off. It's as simple as that. Manuel Ugarte is playing quite well, but I'm sick of it, man.
His emotions because he is so frustrated at what he is seeing. And who can blame him for that? And that's where you go back and you swing.
I do not blame him one bit because, if I was in the dressing room, I'll be literally getting the wooden spoon out. I'll be showing the players the wooden spoon. It's as simple as that at the end of the day.
Back to say it's a good thing that these players get what has been coming to them for such a long time, but they've got it in every which way. Like Erik ten Hag was a disciplinarian. What did that change? Ultimately nothing. Ralf Rangnick spoke openly and honestly about these players. What happened? Ultimately nothing. What will be the consequence of this? I hope ultimately something. I think partly this was a bit of a message. I don't think Amorim lost control of his emotions and had the awareness to think of the impact in the three ways that Ineos would look at it. No. He was just so pissed off that he's elbowed the TV. Sod knows what he's done, but he's damaged the TV. I don't think he's damaged any relationship with those players. And if he has, do you think he cares? Do you think I really care? Oh my God. I've really reached a new frustration point this week myself as a fan. And I can only speak about myself. But this is exactly why Ruben Amorim said that I don't want to come into Manchester United until the summer. Is there any chance we can delay it? He was given an ultimate.
Yeah, they should have just kept Ruben in as interim manager for the rest of the season and brought him in the summer. That's what Ruben Amorim wanted. But no, the football club had to bring in him mid-season, didn't they? I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously, 2 months into the new season, we bring in a manager. Well, we should have done it in the summer. He could have had a pre-season with the players, brought in his own players, and we would have been much more prepared. It's as simple as that. Or seeing with the ownership for that man.
Mate, you either come into Manchester United now, or the job might not be yours. It won't be there. So you make the decision. Ruben Amorim wanted the United job so much that he came in halfway through the season. But I'll tell you what it is now, right? These players have been, I'm not just talking about the squad, but just Manchester United players in general for the last 10 years have been dragging our club through the mud. And the reputation of Manchester United of being the team in the Premier League is a long gone memory. There's a generation of kids now that have grown up not seeing United winning the league. That's just par for the course. Now, that's just Manchester United now. And they're dragging their own reputations through the mud. But some of them, they don't seem to care enough to really cause that change. However, what they are now doing is dragging the reputation of Ruben Amorim through the mud. A reputation that he has spent the last 4 years crafting, decision by decision, going from club to club and moving through the ranks, maybe sometimes in youth positions, play it slow, come up into the sporting team, and for 4 years, build a squad. And remember how bad Sporting were before Ruben came in. It wasn't all smelling of roses. He cleaned up that mess and the players came on board, and he knows how impactful that can be. And he's now coming to United after 15 games and we've lost 7. We know full well that the squad is not built for the system just yet, but the squad is significantly better than it should be showing on the pitch. That squad is not bad enough to play like that against Brighton, or bad enough to play like that against statistically the worst team in the Premier League after 20 games. And that is why Ruben Amorim has lobbed the boot at the TV. That's why Ruben Amorim has flipped the switch. That's why Ruben Amorim went to the press after that and said that. He's tried everything he can at this point behind the scenes already, but he has reached that breaking point very quickly with these players.
Yeah, I agree.
Coaches will know significantly more than us fans. All we can do is watch the game, maybe watch some clips from training, interpret what we can interpret. This is a man who goes into Carrington 5 days a week to train with them. He knows them inside out. And he knows clearly from that reaction that something else has to give, because the players aren't listening. They're either not capable or they're not listening, or anything else in between. I'd rather not hear more stories about my manager fucking having a bust up with the players, I've been completely honest. I'd rather a normal day of Barclays football, rather a normal day, a normal week of a Manchester United fan without the roller coasters. But the roller coasters, strap yourself in, we're going upside down, inside out.
Yeah.
We're doing, I don't know what we're doing next. But will there be a reaction against Rangers? I mean, as if I would put money on it. There's no way that I would bet on these players to take that criticism, to take that moment in that dressing room where Amorim lost it with them, and to use that as fuel going forward, which is exactly what they should do if they're professionals and they actually give a crap. But do they?
No.
Really? Enough to do it more than Liverpool or all the good work that those players did at Liverpool away, Arsenal away, gone. And that's all down to themselves.
100%.
I'm not surprised, all right, to hear that Ruben lost it. But that's how much Manchester United can affect you. Even after 15 games. Somebody who's so articulate in his press conferences, has carried himself so well, can obviously communicate, can tell players exactly what they want. Or maybe He can tell all those players what he wants, but maybe that's the ultimate point. It's not what they want. They want an easy ride. I don't want to have my legs burning in the morning with lactic acid. I want to chill. This is a problem. It's not Ruben Amorim who's the problem, but what's the reaction to this going to be, and what's your reaction to it? Let me know what you think in the comments below.
Crazy, absolutely crazy, honestly. Wow, unbelievable, man. But yeah, I agree. Very good points there by United people seeing literally, he said it's like a new version of Sir Alex Ferguson's hairdryer treatment. Right, let's get back to the chats. What is high like on one stream? You need Excel trackers, it's falling down. Copy and paste to merchants. I like putting all your channels on your live stream. I was helping you. Petition Josh to take over Manchester United. Are you going to add any sponsorship to your channel? Not 100% sure yet, mate. These players, yeah, I know. Where do you think we'll finish this season? I think, to be honest, realistically, you're looking at us finishing about maybe 10th or something. I can't see us finishing any higher than that, to be honest, mate. Not with these absolute joke players, honestly, because they are jokers. They don't care. They do not give a shit about that Manchester United badge. All they care about is a pound note. I will do anything for pound notes, 100%. For pound notes, they will do anything. But yeah, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. But, wow. Let's listen to some more reactions, shall we? Rory Jennings, absolutely not. Brown envelope. Not listening to you, mate. Not listening to you. You can fuck off. Alice talks football. She'll be a good one to listen to, won't she?
Wow, it's got very, very heated inside.
He used to be, but now he's called with PR bollocks, mate. Like most of these content creators are just doing it for like the pound note, brown envelopes, mate. Let's listen to what Alice Talks Football has to say.
Manchester United, and all the information, like everything at Manchester United, has been leaked out, which is actually quite concerning. How much is being leaked out, and how much of the situation that we know, because we know Fergie used to go mental, give the players the hairdryer treatment, and we'd hear about it a little bit after. But Ruben Amorim versus Brighton, there was a rage, there was player tears, there was him telling players to step up or F off. There was kicking chairs, flipping tables. The dressing room got wrecked. A TV needs to be replaced. Ruben Amorim has lost it with the Manchester United players. We're also going to talk about transfer news. Cunha Dorgu coming in, the Garnacho exit looks more likely. A couple other players linked to exits, Rashford and more. But you know what? First of all, fair play to Ruben Amorim. You cannot blame Ruben Amorim for doing this. Fergie used to give the players the hairdryer treatment. Ruben Amorim's lost it. You cannot blame him one bit. With the second half performance versus Brighton, not good enough. He's angry with the players. There was a clear dressing room bust up with a TV being smashed, damaged, and more. So we're going to break down everything you need to know about Ruben Amorim's absolute breakdown at the Manchester United players. So let's get into the news. Let's get into the stories. Let's discuss everything coming out. Ruben Amorim unleashed a rage in the dressing room after the Brighton defeat of biblical proportions. Tables were flipped over, chairs kicked, and every player was made aware they either shape up or F off. His temper was so bad, tears were shed, and players were silent. Now, that's the first of many.
Well, let them carry on crying, because why should I sympathise with them? Not after the shit they've been doing the last couple of years or so. Nah, fuck off, man.
Stories. Now, we actually had a bit of information come out last night that there was a rage. I think it was even Goldbridge that tweeted that he had some information yesterday that it went down in the United dressing room after Brighton. It was quite well known, everyone in media, that it went down in the dressing room after the Brighton game. But the extent that it's gone down, things being smashed up, tables flipped, chairs kicked over, every player was made aware they've got to shape up or F off. Ruben Amorim is probably going to be the most ruthless manager we've had since Sir Alex Ferguson. And the difference between Ruben Amorim and other managers is...
Good, I bloody hope so as well. I'm all for it. Because we need that. We need them days back immediately.
One thing about Ineos is they are quite ruthless. They're happy to get rid of people. And when Ruben Amorim has his rage and wants people to...
They're happy to get rid of people, but yet they're not sorting the problems on the field. What are we doing here? Seriously, ownership. What's going on?
Off, and he tells the players, step up at F off. Ineos will back that. You know, Rashford's almost being forced out. Anthony's essentially gone. Garnacho could be going. Whether you like Ineos' approach or not, and whether you think it's the most rational, it's quite brutal. Now, this came out from United Menace. Now, United Menace are the ones that leak the injury news, and they're very accurate when they leak the injury news. So they've clearly got a source inside Manchester United giving the details of player tears, temper being lost, telling players to F off. But it's not just that. Sorry,
keep on crying.
Silence. But Laurie Whitwell on The Athletic confirmed this story. The Athletic is the most probably reliable sort of information when it comes to United briefs. You know, this isn't a story from The Sun. This isn't a story from The Sun. This isn't a story from the Daily Star or the Mirror. This is a story from people that we know get leaks from those inside the club. And I think the worst thing about the story is, how has it been leaked out? How has this been leaked out? But we even got more information on this. Ruben Amorim has caused damage to the big screen television in Manchester United's dressing room.
Who cares how it's been leaked out, yeah? It's like, expose these frauds. These players need exposing, honestly. So carry on digging out the dirt, yeah?
During a furious critique of his players' performances in
seems I will carry on digging out the dirt on the ownership as well. Anything I hear in that, straight away I'll be digging out the dirt.
To Brighton, the TV used to go through tactics before kickoff was caught as collateral, and were
off you go, Gemini.
By fixing before the Rangers game. So poor old Jim Ratcliffe is going to have to get a couple £100 out of his pockets, which he saved by cancelling the Christmas dues, to go and replace the TV, because chairs were flipped. Chairs were kicked, tables were flipped, and every player was made aware to shape up or F off. And the players apparently weren't expecting this level of rage. You know, when we hear stories about Fergie throwing a boot and it hits David Beckham or something like that, this was apparently that kind of rant where he's throwing things, he's screaming. The players cannot believe what they're witnessing. It was sin is that kind of rant. It was sin as an all-timer as well. Alice, I sent you the TV Ineos brought LMAO. I've seen a few memes on Twitter where there's Ineos buying like the cheapest, steadiest, like 1980s TV. Ineos brought LMAO. I've seen is that kind of rant. It was sin as an all-timer as well. Alice, I sent you the TV Ineos brought LMAO.
Big up Gaz Elliott sending in that comment. Gaz Elliott, who is also a subscriber on this channel as well.
I've seen a few memes on Twitter where there's Ineos buying like the cheapest, steadiest, like 1980s TV.
Yeah, I just seen that as well.
What Gaz has just sent me the TV that Ineos will probably buy. Let me share this actually. That's quite funny, Gaz. This is obviously a joke, but obviously you know how Ineos are cost cutting. Everyone's joking that this might be the TV that they replace it with. I've seen some of them, and like honestly, The rage was crazy. The absolute rage was crazy. So everyone's taking the mick. Stu Macklin's going to get like the crappiest TV ever. But no, they're actually going to get a big screen TV.
Oh, these memes, man, they're fucking brilliant. Honestly, they make me laugh, these memes.
They're actually going to get a big screen TV. Probably, I assume so. I mean, they might get that crap, but who knows? But yeah, back to the news. We got a bit off topic there, but honestly, such a shame this great club has fallen. We are fallen. We're a mess, and we'll talk about that later on. I don't think Amorim will be fine by the club. The biggest problem is the players, not the manager. Can you blame Amorim for losing his mind? Seriously, can you blame Amorim for losing his mind and temper?
Absolutely not.
Honestly, this TV story is just hilarious considering about the trouble the club is in. If you don't laugh, you cry. The club is a mess. It's a disgrace, and you can't blame Amorim. He's lost his mind. Just the fact that this has been leaked out, I think, is the fact that this much information gets leaked out about the club, and we know about this much that goes on behind the scenes and the leaks that we have. I have to say that
the more the better. Like I said, the more exposure these frauds get, the better, because it means that we have a manager who is definitely ruthless.
It's a disgrace. There's clearly someone leaking information. United Menace, he's got a good source in terms of leaks. But anyway, what else has been said by Laurie Whitwell? Now, Laurie Whitwell is a good and credible source of information. He said Ruben Amorim's reaction after Brighton was striking to those on the receiving end who have experienced angry managers before, but even more pronounced on this occasion before Amorim usually does not say a word in the immediate aftermatch. It was said that Ruben Amorim released his emotion after witnessing the loss against Brighton, fiercely voicing his displeasure at the United team and showing his frustrations physically, apparently. Ruben Amorim, damage to the screen, but he was furious with players. The TV that goes before tactics before kickoff is, that needs replacing. Needs absolute replacing. And Amorim's not one to say much right after matches. He likes to think about it and debrief. But he went off. He unleashed his emotions and after witnessing the loss. And it was said that Amorim's outburst sort of was known, it's been compared to what Fergie would do, the hairdryer treatment when Fergie was upset. It's left players speechless. It's left, according to United Menace, who This isn't just some guy that's making up stuff for clicks on Twitter. This is a guy that constantly told us Luke Shaw was injured, then it came out that Luke Shaw was injured. Mason Mount was injured, then it came out Mason Mount was injured. This guy's the guy that got in trouble for leaking all the injury news and info. And he's saying the rage in the dressing room. Tables flipped over, chairs kicked. Sir Alex Ferguson vibes from Amorim, love it, says Gabrielle. I mean, this is Sir Alex Ferguson vibes. Some was silent, some was speechless. He wants players gone. He's gone mental as well. And you know what? Maybe the players need that, because what Ruben Amorim said after the Liverpool draw.
Of course they need it, because they've been getting away with it for far too long. Not anymore. This ends now.
Was that he was fuming with the Man United players because he can see what they can do. And he saw versus Arsenal and he saw versus Liverpool the fight from those Man United players. He saw effort and he saw pure fight from those Manchester United players. And then all of a sudden, Southampton and Brighton, we don't show that fight anymore. We don't show the same level of effort. And you cannot blame Ruben Amorim for being fuming. You cannot blame him one bit for being fuming. Because when he sees that they can put effort in the Arsenal match.
See, if I was the manager, I'd literally have that dressing room on lockdown. I'd literally have it on complete lockdown. The ones who played around that, I say, yeah, but you can get off home early. You're playing the badge, this and that. But the rest who are not performing, you can stay in the dressing room and you're going to fucking listen to what I'm going to say. That's what I'll be like.
In the Liverpool match, and he says he's fuming with them in the Arsenal match, in the Liverpool match, because why have they not shown the effort of the game before that? And
even I was fuming after my Liverpool match reaction, because even though we got a really good point in that at Anfield, I was seething with the players. Where has that been all season? Where's that fight been?
He's thinking, okay, I can see what they can do. Hopefully they don't let me down. They let him down versus Southampton. Ahmad bailed him out, and they let him down again versus Brighton. They've shown what they can do and they've let him down. The players don't care. When he gave And when he gave headlines to the press, his face was already fuming. You could see the rage on his face. If you watched the post-match interview, you could see the rage. Because didn't he say something like worst Man United team ever? But
100%. You could tell how furious and seething he was just by the look on his face. He was, oh my goodness sake, wild.
He was saying it sarcastically. Amorim, worst team. I don't know what he said. Let me find the exact quote. Yeah, we are the worst. We are being the worst team maybe in the history of Manchester United, is what he said to the press. But if you looked at his face, he was absolutely livid, absolutely livid. And Ruben Amorim came out saying that this is maybe the worst team in Man United history, and people are giving him a stick for that. But Ragnick did it. Obviously, it didn't go down. He lost the dressing room. But Ragnick called out the players, and we liked Ragnick for that. Ruben Amorim is more than happy to call out the players. He's standing up for the managers before him. Amorim is doing the right thing. He's presuming the players as well as the board to get new people in. I think the fact that Amorim's lost it, I think the fact that he's had words with Sergio Ratcliffe, I think the fact that this cannot go on, I think this has prompted Ineos to spend. Dorgu's out there. Cunha, if we still got Nacho, could be a possibility. There could be 2 signings coming in January, which is absolutely needed. As well. Joking aside, if players who were thinking of coming to United saw this news, they'd think twice. I don't know. I think if you're a player going to go into United, of course you're going to think twice right now with the mess we're in. But I think this shows authority from the manager. That's what I think as well. Amorim should have expected that when he got the job. I think Amorim knew it was going to be tough, but I think Amorim himself probably underestimated how tough of a job it was going to be. I think him himself, because he's come into and inherited a squad that aren't good enough with bad attitudes, but also haven't got any players set up to play a system. And he's used Ahmad and got rid of Anthony, which is one thing Ten Hag didn't do. But yeah, I think Amorim's probably thought it was going to be tough, but I think when he knew that his sporting players, gave everything for him, I think he's disappointed with maybe how little some of the United players are given to him. Only potential problem with this approach from the manager is
it's because the players don't care. It's as simple as that. They're careless. The ones who play for the badge, big up to you. You deserve all the credit. But the ones who aren't, fuck off.
Group of players is that they will not play for him and result will continue to fail. The only worry about this is Ragnick used to call out, and you're right, Ragnick used to constantly call out the Manchester United players. He would call them out, he'd even name individuals, and Ragnick lost the dressing room. And the players got even worse under Ragnick than they did under Oli, because Ragnick completely lost the dressing room inside United because he was just calling out the players and exposing them for what they are. And that's something Ruben Amorim's got to be careful with, because I like that Ruben Amorim is calling out the players. I like that he's being brutal, but absolutely, these players will any excuse to turn on the manager, and they will. I'm just hoping that Ruben Amorim's got that authority to say, well, if you're not going to play for me, you're going to go, not me, and tell the United players that they've got to step up and not get another manager sacked.
Not playing for the badge and you're not performing, get out of here. It's as simple as that.
Or they leave. I mean, that's the message. He basically said, step up or F off. I'm not going anywhere you are. And Ineos need to go out and spend some money and back Amorim to show the players he's not going anywhere you are. You've got a problem with Amorim, step up. Marcus Rashford briefing yesterday that he's ready to give his all for United again if Amorim lets him back and step up and give everything for Man United again. Marcus Rashford's realised, crap, Amorim...
I heard that. What a load of PR bollocks, honestly. That is absolute bollocks at the highest level. It's clear as day. Ruben Amorim doesn't want him. So, get it out of the way with, and let's end this facade right now. Get rid of Rashford. It's as simple as that. Get rid of number 10. It's as simple as that. Get rid of Ruben Amorim. No, sorry, I said that wrong. Get rid of the players who are not performing under Ruben Amorim. That's what I was meant to say. Ruben Amorim, I'm fully behind you, mate. Honestly. Oh, shit. That's a huge fail there. But accountability, guys, that was a complete error. And I hold myself accountable. And wait, I know what I'll do. I'll give myself the wooden spoon for that. Wait for it. There we go. Just tap myself with it. Fucking idiot. The joys are going live sometimes, honestly. We will carry on with this. Just need to do something for a second on my personal phone. I will come back into the chat in a bit, guys, okay? I'm not forgotten about you guys, but this is a full-on situation. There we go. I mean, this is wild. I never thought I'd hear anything like this, honestly. It is mental at the highest level, honestly. Wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. Wow. But, you know, it's good how we finally got a manager who is like literally getting down to business, thinking, nope, I'm the boss here, and you're gonna fucking listen to what I gotta say. Otherwise, you are out to go faster before I say, but, bosh.
It ain't taking any stick. I've got to step up now, and give everything if I'm going to play again and get back in the squad. Marcus Rashford's an example of Amorim's discipline. And that's Ruben Amorim's message to the club, step up or F off. People saying Cunha going to Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal are the ones working on Cunha, but if Manchester United can sell Garnacho, they will go for Cunha. And apparently Cunha is a Man United fan, so maybe we have a bit.
There we go. And it's pretty much listens to anything Alice has got to say on this situation. But yeah, I agree with her a lot with what she's saying. It's like, yes, you can argue and say it's not good that it's being leaked and that, but but it's about time, players didn't get away with it, because they got away with it for far too long. Finally, Ruben Amorim is the man thinking, nope, I'm the one who's going to be successful here, not you. Well, you can be successful with me, but if you're not going to perform with me, then you know where the door is. Off you jolly well go and fuck off. Simple as that at the end of the day, isn't it, guys? Let's get it right. Let's absolutely get it right. Right. Let's have a look at the chat, because I'm pretty sure quite a few of you are commenting. I agree. The only player who gives a damn is Ahmad. Are you going to finish above Spurs? Rory Jennings used to be good. I like Planet Mars and Citing He. Did you see what Bruno said? Something like, you don't care about the badge, you don't belong at Manchester United. Yes, I did see that, mate. But anyway, I am wrapping this up now, people. Thank you all so much for watching. We are redirecting to Albion now, who is obviously a Manchester City fan, but he's a really good content creator. So when you head over to his YouTube channel, you say Mr. Joshy J Raid, or just say Mr. Joshy J sent you over. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Big up to Kai, big up to Day Night 14. Thank you all so much for watching. Much love to you. Bye-bye.